We have returned. And this is the IRS Radio Hour on AM 560, The Answer. And I'm joined today with my nephew, and I didn't tell people this.
Nobody knew.
But you are my nephew.
This.
You are my, what else? Co-host. And my very good friend.
An amigo.
Amigo.
Oh, wait, that's the same thing. It's one and the same.
Whatever.
Thoughts.
Jimmy Leahy.
That is me, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, I can only do this one way, and that is to let Rocky speak.
And now, here's that man with a head just crammed full of knowledge, Mr. Know-It-All.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Know-It-All. And remember, as we said, ladies and gentlemen, because this one, this is like a coming back show for Attorney Leahy. And
I'm still on vacation.
He's still on vacation.
I wish that were true.
We're not answering, it's not all about IRS. It's not all about the problems that, you may be facing. And if you have any issues, make sure you give Opem Tax Resolution a call at 312-664-6649 if we do not talk about any of the problems that you are facing. And speaking of which, don't we have, you were telling me on the way down here that we finally have one of those.
I would say finally because it does happen. But today, I got it this morning. Someone went on my website at chicagotaxteam.com.
Okay.
We have a chat box, so you could just get on the chat box and start asking questions. And it was directed to me, and I called the guy after. His name was Irv, and I asked him, "Hey, how'd you hear of us, Irv?" And he said, "I listened to your show, and I'm not sure if I heard it on your show or on David Hochberg's Home Sweet Home Chicago, because I've talked about this issue. And the issue that he was concerned about is he had his 2012 tax return that he was preparing because he had heard me say that if it's over 3 years old, he won't get a refund.
Oh, okay.
And he wants to get a refund.
Yeah,
he wants his money.
Statute of limitations.
That's right. So if you go back, if you file your tax returns more than 3 years after they're due, you will not get a refund. So he asked me today, okay, I'm working on it, and I've heard that that they've extended the deadline for filing your 2015 tax return to April 18th on Monday, and that's true. They have the extension is till April 18th, and the reason it's till April 18th is today in D.C. they have a local holiday. So it's not a national holiday, but it's a local holiday in D.C., and that's where the IRS offices are, and so their people get a day off. They get a lot of days off, Jim.
It's nice.
I know it isn't. It would be nice to work for the federal government, but they have a day off. So it's Emancipation Day in D.C., and so again, a local holiday, so they're not working, and so because they're not working, then the deadline for filing your 2015 taxes was pushed to Monday, the 18th. So his question was, well, I know that is, but does that apply to my 2012 taxes too? If I file them on Monday, am I going to be within the deadline? And the answer is, yeah, you'll still be within the deadline. And this is why, because it's like when you go to court or something. If you go to court and they say you have 30 days to do something, and that
30 days past September, April, June, and November,
or they say 15 days, and it winds up that 15th day or that 30th day is on a holiday, or maybe it's on a Sunday. And well, how am I supposed to? I can't go file. I can't go to court on a Sunday or a day that they're closed. So as in any court case or anything else, then the next day that it's open is actually the date that it's due. So I looked it up on the IRS.gov, and it says, here's what it says: if Saturday, Sunday, or legal holiday, generally if a due date for performing any act for tax purposes falls on a Saturday, Sunday, or legal holiday, the act is considered to be performed timely if it is performed no later than the next day that isn't a Saturday, Sunday, or legal holiday. The term legal holiday means any legal holiday in the District of Columbia. So not everywhere else, right? The calendars provided in this, okay, then they talk about a calendar that they have. But
A lot of mumbo jumbo, but trust us. You know.
No, but I think that's interesting. That was a very good question, and I did answer him by my instincts and told him, yeah, it's going to apply. But then I went and looked it up, and I found this, and it just confirmed what I had told the gentleman. Now, if it turned out that I was wrong, I would have called him and told him I was wrong, but I wasn't wrong. I was correct. I know these things, and
so you helped that gentleman with this question.
Absolutely, he had a question. He called. He went online. He had
how easy was it? How long did it take you to answer that?
He was surprised at how quickly I got back to him because but anyway, no, I was.
Let's not toot your own horn here.
No, what I was doing is I was looking at Debbie and she's giving me some time frame, but she's wrong. Okay, so I'm going to go on. Anyway, because I wanted to talk about him, how he contacted me and how he called me. And if you have a question, then you should call me. Right? He asked about this, and I thought this was a very timely question and appropriate. And if you have a timely and appropriate question, call me. I'm going to answer it. And I thought, and see, here I am talking about it on the radio because I know other people have that question too.
Of course.
And I know that, so I hope it asks their question, and I hope anyway that answers his question.
You're welcome. You are welcome.
You, Mr. Know-It-All.
You are welcome.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any issues and you have any questions, just make sure you go on. Call. Go
always
online.
Happy to hear from you.
Opem Tax Resolution at 312-664-6649 or visit them at chicagotaxing.com.
And tomorrow's tax day. Tomorrow's Monday, the 18th, tax day. File your tax returns.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, stay tuned because after the commercial break, we're going to wrap this show up with a little more Mexicano talk. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned after the commercial break here on AM 560.
The Answer.